somebody picks an amazing agent like you, what do they do next?
Okay, so next you pick your agent and then the buying process starts. First and foremost, you need to get pre-approved, so preferably by the Shant Manosian team, because he's excellent what he's doing. So without the pre-approval, I don't even start looking at any properties, because this is what happens. So there's one, you think you might be approved for X amount, and a lot of times it's actually less or more than you think, right? So you go out and you look at homes for 700,000. And yes, you might be able to get approved for the 700,000, but your comfort level is really either lower, or sometimes you think you would only get approved for 500,000, but you really comfortably can spend much more. So without that pre-approval letter in hand, you really don't know what number you should be looking at. And then if you go out and you find a property, and sometimes it happens, you go out and you see a property and you love it and you don't want to look at anything else, you're not going to be able to make an offer unless you have a solid pre-approval letter. And a pre-approval, not just a pre-qualification. So you really need to go to the right person to give you a letter and actually verify, your income and all those steps, and it's a solid pre-approval letter. And then you can start looking at properties.
Yeah, and if somebody finds their dream home and they don't have a solid pre-approval where their credit, income, and asset has been checked and verified by a lender, and they put in an offer, like in this market, you have no shot.
No shot. It will not get accepted. Absolutely. It will not. It was, a different kind of market. Sometimes we had some time to look at properties, and then we had a few days to get a pre-approval. Right now, that is absolutely not happening. You have to be a very solid buyer, which means you have a solid pre-approval, you know what you're looking for in the areas, you have the right agent, all the right tools, get you an offer accepted in this market. If you don't have everything lined up, your offer will not get accepted.
Great. Okay, so once you have your pre-approval in hand from Team Shant Manosian or any other great lender out there, how do you go about working with your clients and scheduling showings and all of that stuff?
Mm-hmm. So first and foremost, there can only be one agent. So a lot of people still don't know that. So we only get paid, right, if somebody purchases a property. So when I have a new client, I put 150% of my time into it, and everybody says there's only 100%. I still think there's 150%.
You squeeze it out. You get extra. Your clients do get extra. That is for sure.
So thank you. So when I put all this time and effort into it, obviously in the end, I want to make sure, nobody likes to work for free, right? And a lot of people have difficulties talking about it. I happen to love what I do. It's not just my business and my job, but it's also my hobby. However, I still need to get paid in the end. So they can only be one buyer's agents. You cannot go to different agents and call and schedule showings. So it's really important when I meet with my clients, I sign them up to work with me. First of all, I put them on my daily market updates. So every morning, so I listen to them, very important, listen to them, what they're looking for. And then I justify the search to their needs, right? So every morning they will get the new updates, what's coming on the market, all the properties with all their pictures, but I also look every day myself as well. I know of a lot of properties that are coming on the market but have not hit the market yet. Just for all the connections that I've established over being in this business for 22 years. Can't believe it. It's been that long. So we search every morning. My clients get their updates. I search every day for them. As soon as there's something that pops up, which you never know when something comes on the market, right? It can be tomorrow your dream house might come on the market, or it might take a couple months. Something comes up that might be of interest, call me, email me, text me. I will schedule the showing and get my clients into the properties. And we might most likely have to see a few just for, I know what a client is really looking for. It's one thing to listen and talk about it, but I really need to see their reaction in each house and go through with my clients. I don't like to send clients to open houses unless there's no other showing available. I like to go with them, to point things out about the property that I see and they might not see, and also B, to see their reaction and really get to know what it is they're looking for. And that's
That's great. So also one of the advantages of working with a really experienced agent is you have this massive network of other agents that you've worked with over time. So if you need to get your clients into a showing, it's a little easier Because people know you, your name is saved in their phone.
Yes, correct. It makes a huge difference, especially right now. So we real estate agent, and I'm very honest and upfront, and you see what you get with me, but or you get what you see rather. So it is the truth. If you have good connections in this business and other agents have worked with you before and they liked working with you, it is much easier to get an offer accepted, because truthfully in this business, like in any business, right? So we like to work with agents, so we know that they know what they're doing, right? We know they bring us clients where the deal will stick together, and that is super important. So if I work for a seller, right, on that end, and I get an offer from someone that I've worked with, and I know they have great buyers and they know what they're doing, the transaction will be much easier for my seller if I'm on the seller side, right? So that's obviously when I have the buyers, and mostly I work with buyers, I always think about it, and I keep my connections and business relationships nice. I basically treat everybody the same way I like to be treated.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing for 22 years. And it's just, honesty and being upfront and loyal and polite and kind. And it helps my buyers.
Yeah, and you get it done. That's for sure. You get it done.